This game is called Five Lines. You can probably see why it's called that. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. The one in the centre here is known as the central line. I want you to think of it as a wall. You cannot go through the wall. You can't jump over the wall. The only way around is to go around the wall. That is why these arrows are on the board here, to remind you which way you can move around the board. So we have two players. We have the white team and the black team, and we have a die. One pair of die is called a dice, but one on its own, the singular, is called a die. To see who goes first, you simply roll the die, and whichever person gets the highest number, that is the person that then goes first. Now the aim of the game is to get all of your pieces on to this line here in the middle. This is called the sacred line. This line is the only one that you can stack pieces on. Every other line, you can only put a piece where the little hole is at the end of the line. So if there's a piece there, you cannot move a piece to that line. If this player now rolls, and they get a 1, the only move they can do to begin with is to move this one place to there, onto the sacred line. And I would stack my piece on top to make it nice and neat. The same colour can stack on another piece of the same colour. It is then white team's go. They make a roll and they have 5. Now the easiest piece to move when you get a 5 is to move one that is already on the sacred line around the board to the other side, still on the sacred line, because that is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at the moment, black team is winning because they have 2 on the sacred line and the white team only has 1. We now have 2 blank spaces which people can move on to. But of course on this one here, you can move on to that one anyway because it's the sacred line. Black team then rolls the dice and gets a 6. You now have to look at the pieces and see how you can move a piece 6 spaces. So if this one was 5 to get round to there, this one would have to be here to be 6 to get round to there. This one then needs 7, and there obviously isn't 7 on the dice. Or should I say die. Now 6 you might not be able to do. Let's see, maybe with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that required 7 too. So for this time, I cannot move. That means you miss your go. And it's white team's go again. They roll the die and get 1. Luckily, I have one here, and I can move that 1 space onto the sacred line. Now it's 2, 2. And it's black team's go. They roll the die and get a 2. So this piece here can go 1, 2, and stack on top of my other 2 black pieces. Black team is now winning. It's now white team's go. They roll the die and get a 6. Looking at the pieces, can you work out which one to move to get 6? So one move you can do is to move this one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can land there because there isn't a piece there already. However, that is not the sacred line. To win the game, I need to get all 5 of my pieces onto the sacred line first.